One of the things Titan Spring does is we do have a philosophy of solving the customer's problems.
We double down trying to solve the problem for them. Sometimes that's a technical problem that we can resolve for them. Sometimes it's a problem where they don't know where to get something made, and so we will take that process on. We'll do the machining, we'll do the forming, we'll do the spring coiling, clip making and whatnot. But then in addition, possibly this whole thing needs to be electron beam welded or certified welding with an outside process, heat treated, cleaned. There's various other outside operations that we'll take ownership of in order to get them a finished product.
One of the things that we do is the customers will come to us and basically, for example, they will have a part that does not function the way they want it to. And they will come to us and say, can you modify the design, or can you help us get to the point where we can find a part that works? I dealt with a customer the other day where they had a solid height issue, which is where all your coils touch and they needed to be a certain height or no more than a certain height. And what we did was we pulled a half a coil out of the job. It still met all the load and rate parameters that it needed to be there, but we were able to fix it just by pulling up literally a third of a coil out of the job. And they were giddy. They redid their drawing and we're getting ready to set up and run parts right now. So we had another one that we did last year, a company in Ohio, the new parts buyer could not get anybody to take the whole project. And when I sat down with him, I said, I'll take the whole thing. And he goes, you're kidding. And I said, no, I'm not kidding. I said, we can do the whole thing in-house. But basically we did all the flat parts. We made the pin, we did the machine part, we made the spring. And he was just giddy that somebody was willing to take the whole project. Where that really saves the customer money is they only have to do one follow-up on one purchase order for that entire assembly. So they're not following up with the sheet metal guy, they're not following up with the machine part guy, the spring guy, and the pin guy, and then having to put it all together. We actually do the entire job, assemble it, and ship it complete. Titan Spring is proactive on educating the customer because we want them to understand the value that is in the part and exactly what goes on with the process. Usually it only takes 1 or 2 jobs if they're open to it, to understanding the process. And then when you come back to them the next time and you say, well, you remember that passivation operation? And they're like, yep, I got it. It's gonna be a couple days. It's got a 24-hour humidity test, doesn't it? And they catch on. So as we do that, we educate our customers so that there's a better understanding from start to finish what happens with the job. We have found in many cases that those buyers end up going on to be purchasing manager and director of material later. The cost savings of the customer understanding the process is they make a better educated decision. They know the sources like ourselves that have been doing it long enough, and that they know we have a very vast knowledge of the product and how to make the product, and we will do it as efficiently as possible, and they have that trust factor with us.